Hey everybody, in the previous screencast, I had talked about various different shortcuts for Windows itself, right? Not inside a specific program or anything else like that. So I thought for the next couple of screencasts, I would do shortcuts that pertain to different programs that you use in the computer. So I decided to start off with Gmail. The first thing that you need to do, though, is you need to go to your settings, and you need to select that keyboard shortcuts should be turned on. So you see mine are already on here. The default for any new Gmail account is off. So if you've never done keyboard shortcuts before, you're going to want to go into settings and turn on your keyboard shortcuts. So I didn't change anything, so I'm just going to press cancel, but you should press save changes. Anyway, the shortcuts go like this. In your main inbox, you have the ability to cycle through emails using J and K. J and K will go through your emails. Highlighting an email to do something with it is X. So you could easily go through and highlight or unhighlight different emails using the J and K buttons. Notice now, right now, I have not been touching my mouse anymore, and the mouse is going to stay there basically for the duration of this entire screencast. So what I am going to be showing you is all these different things that you can do either in your inbox or inside your email. So let's start with Archive Me. I go down and I select it. Archive is E. Now I am going to press, I guess I will move the mouse, I am going to press undo just so I could show you that you can also do this inside of an email. If you open the email already, you could just press E here and it'll take you back to your inbox. Now for those of you who don't know, archiving is a way of getting rid of email in your inbox so it looks nice and clean without actually deleting anything. So you can always find all of your archived emails by searching, if you remember the search term, or by going to all mail over here. So archiving is a really good tool to use if you want everything to look nice and clean in your inbox. So now, as I'm cycling through, I want to open the delete me email. So delete is Shift 3, which actually means pound. So that goes ahead and deletes your email. The other thing that I wanted to show you about J and K also is that you can cycle through emails when they're already open using J and K. See, marking as read, marking as unread. Now here's the thing about that. If you go back to your inbox, where you will see that all of these are now read. So I want to mark this one as unread. I can select it with X and press Shift U. So if I want to mark it as red, so what I want to do is I will mark this and then go Shift I for red. Again, I can do that from inside the email as well. I open up the email using Enter. By the way, Enter key opens an email, and then I press Shift U, and it'll mark it as unread. When I open this email, if I just do Shift I, it marks it as read, and we go back to the inbox. I want to archive it. I X, press E for archive. And now how about make me into a task? This harkens back to a previous screencast I did by itself that was just all about making a task. But just to put it in here with our Gmail keyboard shortcuts, making a task is Shift T. So now it pops up, and as we mentioned before in the other screencasts, you can rename it whatever you want. You can say task email or something, and then go back to the email. You can actually archive it with E, not going to use the mouse. And now that email is gone, but again, if I click on related email, it'll pop right back up. Inside an email, you also have the option of labeling it. So you click L, and for label, I don't know if you use labels in your inbox, but it's great to use. It helps you sort things really easily. And you can add a label. Like for me, I could just say advertising email or something like that and press enter, and that would be that. I'm going to delete that because I don't need it for this. One thing that I really wanted to talk to you about, though, before we end, which I probably should have started with, is how to even write an email in the first place using only your keyboard. If you press C for compose, your email box pops up, and you can start typing an email. So I'm just going to write one to myself, and it's going to say test. And I am moving through the windows, by the way, using Tab. Tab helps you go through the different lines in your email. And when you're in the body of the email, you press Tab and Spacebar, and that will send your email. So just to review, we learned the following keyboard shortcuts. We learned C for compose. Escape will get you out of that, by the way. We learned that J and K move through emails. X highlights them. We learned that E archives your emails. We learned that Shift I changes your email to be read. Shift U marks it as unread. We also learned that you can apply a label using L. And we learned that deleting an email is Shift 3 or the #. I hope that you enjoyed this screencast and that you learned some valuable keyboard shortcuts. If you couple this with the other keyboard shortcuts that I've taught you in the screencast, I really feel like it'll make your overall day more productive and a lot cooler. But don't rely on me for what's cool. That's just my opinion. Have a great day and enjoy being more productive.